I said, Uncle Charles, gotta talk to you about this one right here, man. She the one.
You're the one for me. A true rare breed.
A true rare breed.
My ride or die.
Hold me down, girl.
You're all I need.
It's me and you against this world.
You're the one for me.
You all I got.
A true rare breed.
You all I need, girl.
My ride or die.
I ain't lying.
You're all I need.
Uncle Charles, let me take this verse right here.
They don't make them like you. You a rare breed. You got my front, you got my back. It ain't no in between. Loyalty, that's a must, cause we rock deep. And it really get deep when we in them sheets. My backbone don't got a second guess nothing with ya. If I'm beefing, then we beefing and it's up with us. That news blues, it's a different type of elevation. I tell you bust it, you go bust it with no hesitation. Bunny and Clyde love, it's whatever, girl. Long as you got my back, then you go get the world. And you know I'm a man of my word with you. Say Uncle Charles, I'm done talking, hit on get that
You're the
rhythm.
one for me.
From the first time I saw you,
A true rare breed.
I knew what it was, girl.
My ride or die.
I was all in my feelings.
You're all I need.
I said, yeah, this the one here.
You're the one for me.
A rare breed.
A true rare breed.
You bout what I'm bout.
My ride or die.
That's all I was missing.
You're all I need.
I ain't lying.
You all I need in this thing that we call life. This love deep, I wanna rock it out my whole life. Charles told me, I better not let you go. He said he peeped the solid in your baby girl from the get-go. Your mama bred you real, and I swear I thank her. That's why I spoil her like I spoil you, cause she made her angel. My deepest secret, you kept them in your heart. You caught me slipping and you still played your part. Now if that ain't real, I don't know what to call it. When we ain't seeing eye to eye, babe, I'm an alcoholic. My ride or die, that's why I got you by my heart. You was with me at the bottom, and I saw that from the start.
If you beat, I'm beat. One bag equals two. Let's get it. Real breed.
It's all about everybody. Everybody feel this way sometimes. Everybody play this way sometimes. Everybody pay this way sometimes. And everybody get in line, get in line. Everybody feel this way sometimes. Everybody play this way sometimes. Everybody pay this way sometimes. And everybody get in line, get in line. Cruise to the sound of my voice, but pay attention. So many levels in this dimension. I'm like brain cell sex. Everybody get what's next. I'm so slick with the talking points. Everybody in the joint, make the middle finger point. Hey, if you been through a little bit, hey, well down the road it's some more shit. Cause problems don't ever quit. Ask Papa about that player shit. And he'll tell you, hey, what goes around comes around, nigga, break it down. Everybody feel this way sometimes. Everybody talk this way sometimes. Everybody roll this way sometimes. And everybody get in line, get in line. Everybody feel this way sometimes. Everybody play this way sometimes. Everybody pay this way sometimes. Get in line, get in line. I set the stage on the first verse. Gave birth to the universe. Got everybody saying, goddamn, I'm pissed. They ain't paying me enough to put up with this. When I get my life straight, I'ma quit this shit. But on the real, got to hit this shit. Working 9 to 5, then that hustle shit. Chillin', hustle shit. Chillin', hustle shit. Back to 9 to 5, living for the weekend, baby, gotta survive. From hump day, skip to payday. And every day, it's a bill day. From hump day, skip to payday. And every day, it's a meal day. Groove if you feel me. Everybody feel this way sometimes. Everybody play this way sometimes. Everybody pay this way sometimes. And everybody get in line, get in line. Everybody feel this way sometimes. Everybody play this way sometimes. Everybody pay this way sometimes. Get in line. Everybody feel this way sometimes. Everybody play this way sometimes. Everybody pay this way sometimes. And everybody get in line, get in line. Everybody feel this way sometimes. Everybody play this way sometimes. Everybody pay this way sometimes. And everybody get in line, get in line. Everybody feel this way sometimes. Everybody play this way sometimes. Everybody pay this way sometimes. And everybody get in line, get in line. Everybody feel this way sometimes. Everybody play this way sometimes. Everybody pay this way sometimes. And everybody get in line, get in line.
King Melakayarano. God bless. Yayabi. God bless. Yayabi. Israel. I had enough. Everything's so corrupt. Everything's so corrupt. Start to feel like we stuck. Start to feel like we stuck. Gotta get it out the mud. So if I'm a nigga mud, don't know who to trust. Everything's so corrupt. Everything's so corrupt. Everything's so corrupt. Start to feel like we stuck. Start to feel like we stuck. Gotta get it out the mud. So if I'm a nigga mud, don't know who to trust. I'm on the low trying to run it up. So much disaster be popping up. Not trying to say I got all of the answers, but look how our leadership fucking up. They sucking our blood like they Dracula. They know that our blood is irregular. Look how we murder our blood in the street while they somewhere inside really cloning us. I feel sorry for the street. Shit going down and the Lord can't take no more. Don't want the blood on me. Telling y'all better let that bullshit go. Yeah. Exodus 20, God came down, said never let that go. I still got plenty sin in me, Lord, help me let that go.
It's a fact that we live in so grimy every day. Now our government coming on like it's down, and I call it a prison where we stay. I'm telling you everything about the chain. Need you an umbrella for the rain. Maybe a AK, let it sing. Feel like the chain gang when I sing. Everything's so corrupt. Everything's so corrupt. Start to feel like we stuck. Start to feel like we stuck. Gotta get it out the mud. So if I'm a nigga mud, don't know who to trust. Everything's so corrupt. Everything's so corrupt. Everything's so corrupt. Start to feel like we stuck. Start to feel like we stuck. Gotta get it out the mud. So if I'm a nigga mud, don't know who to trust. Everything's so corrupt. Why do they wanna destroy us? Why do they want us with no voice? Why do they want us with no choice? No time to buy you a Rolls Royce. It's time to buy you some land, plant you some food, and wait to hear God's voice. I feel sorry for the street. Shit going down and the Lord can't take no more. Don't want the blood on me. Telling y'all better let that bullshit go. Yeah. Exodus 20, God came down, said never let that go. I still got plenty sin in me, Lord, help me let that go. It's a fact that we live in so grimy every day. Now our government coming on like it's down, and I call it a prison where we stay. I'm telling you everything about the chain. Need you an umbrella for the rain. Maybe a AK, let it sing. Feel like the chain gang when I sing. Everything's so corrupt. Everything's so corrupt. Start to feel like we stuck. Start to feel like we stuck. Gotta get it out the mud. So if I'm a nigga mud, don't know who to trust. Everything's so corrupt. Everything's so corrupt. Everything's so corrupt. Start to feel like we stuck. Start to feel like we stuck. Gotta get it out the mud. So if I'm a nigga mud, don't know who to trust. Everything's so corrupt.
promise I don't hit a witness. I pull up in a
Look, man, all right, this meeting is very important. All right, yeah, I got you, man. I got you. My partner Nomadic put me on this. You know what I'm saying? This Delta 8 wine, you know, it's legal pretty much in all 50 states. Okay. We're going to go in here and close this deal today. Okay. I think it's distribution. Oh, wait, distribution. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere, baby. Yeah, let's get it. Hey, what's up? How y'all doing today, man? How you doing? My name is Harold James. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you gentlemen taking this meeting today. Oh, yeah. I'm going to get straight to it because I know y'all busy gentlemen, you know. I got the brand new Delta 8 wine by Nomadic.
Who's Nomadic?
Nomadic is a black chemist, brother.
Tell him. Who's
Nomadic is Nas.
No, not Nas.
Nomadic?
No, Nomadic. He's a black chemist out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
He came up with his own Delta 8 wine, first of its kind, on the market. You know what I'm saying? So look, it's 0.02% alcohol. You know
That's
what I mean?
it is.
Straight Delta 8. Now this bottle right here is not 800 milligrams. Yeah. So this is the Moscato Rosé.
So what's the flavor?
The flavor is Moscato Rosé, and then that's the sangria you holding.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So look, what we want to do is we're wanting to push it pretty much through all 50 states because Delta 8 is legal in all 50 states.
All 50.
And everybody drink wine.
Everybody.
You drink. You don't say much.
That's the big boss. We don't talk to him.
Oh, all right. I won't talk to him no more. But I'm not trying to exclude you, but just know, Nomadic wine, man. So are y'all interested? We have a pitch deck and a business proposal, but we wanted to get in and get out. but this is Nomadic wine.
So which one of you is Nomadic?
Nomadic is in the lab. He's in the lab. He's making the drinks. He's in the lab.
I'm with it.
All right.
I'm definitely with it.
I mean, I know you don't talk much when they say don't talk to you, but you with it? He with it. Nomadic wine. Get with it.
This is the Yale Review on Yale Radiocast.
What's good? Good morning, people out there in Radio Land. Welcome back to the flagship show, the Mail Review on yaleradiocast.com. Myself, one of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Mark L. is in the building, along with my fantastic co-host, the boss man, the namesake, Alan Yale, in the building. Mr. Yale, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. What's happening, Marcus?
Hey, man, good to see you, man. Good to see you. We back, Mark L.
Look here, look.
Kind of some man business last weekend, and I couldn't be here with y'all, but as always, I'm with y'all in the spirit. But now I'm back in the building. And
You taking a lot of time off.
Hey man, listen, let me tell you something. First, let me just go ahead and preface this by saying it's cancer season. And as I move up to the gas age, 25, you know, as a man,
That's a hard 25.
it's a hard 25. It's a hard 25.
That's 25. I ain't see what 52 look like.
Listen, let me tell you something. You know, a man gotta, he gotta be able to kind of stretch out a little bit. He gotta take a little break. You know, get tired of running my mouth sometimes. But hey, it's all love, brother. I miss when I'm not here with the audience. I miss not seeing everybody out there on the podcast and streams. I miss not seeing y'all interacting. So trust and believe I'm in the rest to get back as soon as possible. But how was your week, son?
My week has been my week, man. Always running, always working, always dealing with people, always trolling, always trolling. As the missus called me, the pop pinnacle of petty. Okay, no, it's been just a busy week. You know, not actually not too busy. No different than it's really been. You know, just dealing with things, creating more content. Me and TR have been working diligently, preparing for the next phase of our Yale Radiocast with the upgrades, RTV as well. So we just keep it moving, man, and we doing everything we can to make this product the best product of podcasting and broadcasting. Realize that for those who are unaware that we are on over 25 streaming platforms. Actually, we're closer to like 30. So, so with all, so, we're trying to get everything prepared for the going live on RTV as well, which is accessible live with Roku and Fire Stick. So it's just a lot of trying to, just the upgrades, the visuals are coming. It's going to be some newer, more professional visuals coming soon. And man, that's just what we're all about for the whole Yale Radiocast RTV family, man. The whole Yale Entertainment umbrella.
Look here, man. You can't improve unless you improve. So that's
and you can't be stagnant.
you cannot be stagnant. So you gotta keep moving. Right on, brother. Right on.
So I see this shirt that you got on.
Yes, sir. And, for those who are just tuning in, yes, I am polyamorous man. So I got this shirt directly from my friends over at blackandpolytees.com.
Black and Poly Tees.
That is correct.
Black and Poly Tees.
Black and Poly Tees t-shirts. Tees. See what I'm saying?
Hold on. So you're telling me that they just have a exclusive Poly website for clothing?
This is through good designer, who design t-shirts, because everybody we like our t-shirts. Logos. They do logos for everybody.
Right.
But the company is Black and Poly Tees because
okay.
He's part of the
I get it.
That's what he made his company.
I get it.
So this wearing one of his shirts. Y'all will see me throughout the different shows wearing a different shirt from blackandpolytees.com. We may be able to get Dave in here, man. He's
here in Atlanta.
Yeah, he's cool, dude. He's based here in Atlanta, and he and his wife definitely work together, and they do a lot of different things.
Well, let's pull him in. I know TR probably like, I don't know why we're going to talk about that. I want to pull him in. It's black business at the end of the day.
Black businesses. So this is a black business. Yeah. So shout out to my man Dave. And we'll be talking about trying to get him in. But yeah, man, it's been a pretty good week, man. It's been a really good week. For the most part, bro, just getting in here and letting folks know that it is, ladies and gentlemen, cancer season. When we last left off, we let the Geminis go and throw it on out. Shout out to the Geminis.
Yeah. Oh, you trying it.
But thank y'all for setting the stage for the real stars.
Man, look.
It's cancer season.
No.
We're in here, the crabs, look. I'm not crabs.
Yeah, you are crabs.
That's what we say.
Crab. Definitely. I agree, crab.
Pictures of crabs.
As long as you know I'm agreeing with crab. Yeah. Y'all are crabs.
That's right. Yes. Everybody loves crabs. Don't play. Anyway.
You know what? That's so open. I'm going to let you have it. I don't know if everybody loves crabs.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say.
Probably, if this is a poly thing, we're going to let.
No, this is just a life thing.
Hey, listen. Poly people love crabs. You heard it here first. I'm agreeing with Markel. This is his birthday coming up.
Fake news. My birthday is coming up. My birthday week is going to kick off, and we're going to have a special birthday show just for me. No script. Not sure. Come on. But yeah, my birthday week is coming up, so stay tuned for that. My birthday actually happens on the 15th of July.
Okay.
16th on that Saturday, I will be in here, and we gonna birthday it up for me. Hopefully, I won't be drunk when I get here, but we'll see what happens by the time the show over with. Because never mind. Geminis, man, you got to get you a Gemini.
You got to get you a Gemini.
Got to get you a Gemini, but Hey, but other than that, man, my week was good. Went back to
right now we're dealing with all these problems with inflation. So it's almost like, hey, we're gonna give you $100, and by the time you get to me, it's like a quarter. So you know, but it's okay. It's all right. I'm blessed.
Right.
I'm blessed to have a job. You know, a lot of folks out there don't count them. So I'm blessed to have a job. Blessed to go to work every day and make my way through this world. So
Okay.
It's been a pretty good week.
Okay. Well, shoot. We got a lot on tap, man.
Listen,
Lots going on.
A lot of things have happened in a couple of weeks.
It seems like it just need to be another day.
It needs to be another day.
And then, no, what I'm saying is, another day happens, another thing is going to happen.
Absolutely.
It's like, and I don't know, it's where the atmosphere that we are in the world today is like, used to be something happens and that one thing is the top thing for days and days and days and days and maybe even weeks. You know what I'm saying? For a full news cycle. Now it's Monday, this happened over here. Then Tuesday, this happened over this way.
Yes.
Then Wednesday, this happened. Then Thursday, something else happened again over here.
Man.
Then Friday, 3 things happened.
Right. And they don't talk about it till Monday.
And so and they don't talk about it till Monday, but they don't even give you chance to even breathe or even just assess what you're dealing with in this moment. It's just this world is getting so out of control and so crazy.
Man, y'all suffering from trauma, I think.
Right.
A lot of different things, man. Take a shot. Inflation.
Right.
We got the World War III thing happening over here between Russia and Ukraine. You got one of the major things that happened that everybody's been talking about, and I think y'all know it.
Man,
we gonna dig into this.
Don't we want to go on a break?
We don't go on a break before we dig into it, man. But all I know is that somebody was rolling something, somebody waited in, and they got canceled. So or something like that. Sound about right?
It seems like people are making choices for other people.
Yeah.
And,
That's kind of where I'm going.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I was a little off, but I was going.
No, you was going there. You was trying to get there. You was trying to get there. You know what I'm saying?
But
wade in the water.
Wade in the water.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I was close.
Yeah. You was in there. You was in there. I got you.
I was in the maybe in the universe. I wasn't in the water, but I was.
You was around the wall.
I was around there. The sound.
Right.
But yeah, man, we definitely want to go ahead and touch on that fact. Definitely about making choices, as those of you probably know. The Supreme Court decided this past week to overturn Roe versus Wade. It was last week they overturned it, right? And as you know, Roe versus Wade was a decision that came down from the Supreme Court in 1973 that gave women, basically, believe it or not, the right to privacy. It talked about abortion, but it really was about the right to privacy. We're going to dig into it.
Shout out to Phoenix. She say, y'all have been MIA.
No, we ain't been to Miami, Phoenix. I don't know.
Hey, I was at work. I had to work overnight.
I mean, working too. Yep, right on. We missed you too, Phoenix. Thank you for tuning in as always, ladies. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah. Hey, and I want to give a shout out that our number one fan base is women.
Okay.
And I appreciate that. Yes. And still I have a problem with that. And let me expound.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so with the male review being a conversation from a man's perspective.
Yes.
I would have, now this is meant for us to reach women, for women to understand what goes on in the mind of a man, rather than letting online and social media tell you a man should be doing, a man's supposed to.
This is what a real man is.
This is what a real man is. This is what a real man will do. We're going to go into that too.
Yeah.
You actually get to hear it from men. Now, the problem that I'm having is, where are the guys at?
We need the men to call it. We need the men to tune in.
Right.
Because I think we talk about it all the time, man. Iron sharpens iron,
right? Right.
I think we need to have these conversations and try to do it in a way that does not result in those fights, gunshots.
You know, I've never been opposed to a conversation with a woman resulting in blows.
Well, okay. Well, we're going to talk about that. We're not going to say something. not gonna say the show name because y'all know the name of the show. Y'all already know when it starts.
When are we actually going to get your show started, dude? I'm tired. We're 2 years in. We're 2 years in with your shit, man.
Well, see, it's at the liquor store right now. We're gonna move it to the Popeyes because more people gonna get chicken and liquor. Liquor is hot.
Chicken and beer.
Boy,
Shout out to Luda. We got to talk about that. Shaka Zulu. Got to talk about that. There's a lot going on, man.
It's a lot, man. Hey, check this out, y'all. We're gonna take a quick little break, right quick, and we're gonna be right back. The opportunity is always to the middle, and you know the motto is
Get the hold up, whoa. Now that we're talking about business, allow me to introduce I would say one of our newest business ventures.
yes.
Due to our work with the community and the people of the community, they have been probably also as well along with the women, the business side people have been one of the more supportive people. So I just want to give a shout out once again to Connecting the Links Foundation.
Yes.
We do ask for contributions and donations to Yale Radiocast and the Mail Review to help keep this boat afloat. Honestly, it's a lot of overhead if you see the upgrades already happening. It just takes a lot of things to make this the best thing that we can for the listener and for business. We need help to push the business, to create business, to provide business. Okay, so I just want to give a shout out to Miss Shirley, who has, as always, supports us in everything we do here at Yale Radiocast. So our most recent thing was the anti-violence pre-Juneteenth walk, and that was great, man. What you felt about that?
Listen, man, that was a good time, man. We had a great time. We heard some information from what's the gentleman's name? The councilman.
Yes, Reeves. Yes.
Councilman Reeves.
Yes.
We heard some good words of encouragement from him. We had a nice prayer. We had some good breakfast, and then we marched, man. We marched with those signs right down the street. We took that walk, and we let everybody know what we were shouting about. We were shouting and trying to get the violence to stop. Man.
Right.
It was a great time, man. And let me just tell you something. It was hot.
It was hot.
I haven't drank that much water that fast since I was in the And you know.
As you know.
I'm right now.
Yeah.
She told me every day is a blessing. We live in this
It felt good
this
to
life
watch.
is a lesson.
So
People dying
check out the
every day.
video, check out the promo, and we're gonna talk about it.
Father, we ask right now in the name of Jesus, Lord God, that you would look on Sister Shirley, look on everyone, Lord God, that has a part. Father, right now we plead the blood of Jesus over this community. Father, over our
I'm going to point to this young woman right here. That's my general. So
all right.
My administration. So that is the one.
Lead them in the right direction. Keep your faith in God. Everything happens for a reason. You a hard rider. You were meant for every season. Once you figure out your purpose, can be pleasing. But you can't rush cause nothing comes easy. You know how many times I done heard no? You know how many times I seen the slam that door? You know how many times you get changed on me? Only thing I can promise I'ma be a part of
I stand for all the impact I have when I'm dead and gone. Accolades are intact. And I stand for all the influence I'ma have on you and you like what the hell is you doing? And I stand for how I inspire. Dreams can never be extinguished long as you remain fire. And I hope this inspiration to move. Inspiration for me and inspiration for you. Yeah, when it's said and done, hope I've reached the ultimate goal of establishing.
Man. That was once again a great event, great walk. I appreciated it. I appreciate the opportunity for the whole entire Connecting the Links Foundation family for allowing us to be a part and really wholeheartedly, honestly putting faith in us to kind of like be a very important part and have I would say foreground roles in doing a lot of this stuff.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because this is the thing. I know who I am, right? And they could easily say Dial ain't the guy for us because of my brash delivery. but I remember vividly what these streets did to me.
They did to me. Listen to me.
So, maybe I am the guy for it, So I really appreciate the whole family for allowing us to be a very important part of them, because it's family based, and sometimes when you deal with something that's family based, you got to be real careful of outsiders.
Correct. Yeah, because you feel your family
Yep.
be right, but
Yep.
people from the outside may not have the best interest at heart.
Right.
But they have embraced us as a part of the familial unit.
Yes.
I watch that she be trying to run you and wow.
Hey.
I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do this.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, it's okay. That's it. We here for the connection.
Right. So shout out once again for our sponsored show of the month. Once again, it's Connecting the Links. If you want your business presented on Yale Radiocast and RTV, what you need to do is it just takes a donation, a love offering, if you will, and you will be the sponsoring show that we will highlight your business and everything that you're about throughout the month, along with Connected to Links. I mean, we do have exclusive sponsor packages, but we just want to highlight everybody. I mean, this podcast and the talking is one thing, but talking is going to always be here as long as we're always here, but presenting your business to the world is a different level. And that's what we really try to do, especially when we're talking about our own. So, so we're going to go ahead and go to a commercial break, Marcus, talk to him.
Yeah, we're going to take that quick break. We'll touch on this topic of choices, which is our main theme for today's show. People making choices. We got to figure out what's going on in this world, y'all. Hey, thank y'all for tuning in and tune in on Yale Radiocast with the Mail Review and the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. We just want to say one more time. Y'all know the motto is get the business. Back in a second. Stand by.
Like I'm one step away from hitting center stage. One step away and coming out the tunnel to the game. One step away from everybody jumping on my way. Now just let me introduce you to the way I do my thing. I feel like I'm a step away from hitting center stage. One step away from coming out the tunnel to the game. One step away from everybody jumping on my way. Now just let me introduce you to the
6'2", looking sick up in that 6'2".
Yale Radiocast, the home of the hits. We already have plenty of music for the radio, but this right here is for the streets. Tune in to Hard Block Radio. That's right, music straight off the block. From the ride to the club, from trap to gangster rap. We got it right here on Yale Radiocast.
Hey, it's your girl K Chantel, your favorite one from Women in the Mic. I have a question. Do you own your own business and need advertising? Do you provide a service and want to increase your clientele? Well, bring your advertising needs to yaleradiocast.com. We are on Apple Podcasts, Pandora, and iHeartRadio. We offer graphic design, web design, and video services. So, not only can you grow your business with Yale Radiocast, you can also listen to the hottest independent artists. Go to yaleradiocast.com and get the gold standard.
Yale Radiocast, the gold standard of online radio. We already bring you all hits all day, but this one right here is for my hip-hop heads. Tune in to Lyrical Exercise Radio. All bars, all day. You already know how we bringing it from the East Coast to the West Coast to down south and even international. Hip Hop Ain't Dead is right here on Yale Radiocast.
In this piece.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
This is Dylan Yale, the program director of Yale Entertainment and Yale Radiocast. If you feel like you're the person to talk about politics, sports, entertainment, and more, Yale Radiocast is giving opportunities to those who are interested in a career in podcasting. We are now being heard by over 20 streaming platforms, including iHeartRadio, Pandora Music, Amazon Music, Apple Podcast, and more. Let Yale Radiocast be the brand that delivers your voice to the world. Contact us at yaleradiocast.com or email us at yalent1@gmail.com. The Yale brand is the gold standard, and this is Yale Radiocast. Get the business. Yale Radiocast, now on Pandora Radio.
This is Divine Timing with your girl Sage Marie Yukia Blue, your energy witch. It's going to be real life stories, real people, and real situations. Get your journal, get you some tissue, get your accountability partner. Kick back, relax, sip on some wine, and let's vibe and ask some questions because I am going to be transparent. This is Yale Radiocast.
Coming at you live on Saturday mornings, The Male Review. Join me, Mark L., TR, Josh the Intern, and Dylan Yale. Come kick it with the leg, the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. We out here doing extraordinary things. Find out how men really think, how the world looks through our eyes. We talk about all the things that affect males. Tune in and check us out on The Male Review, the gentlemen that are going to take you there from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. right here on yaleradiocast.com. Get the business.
to spitting hot flows, got those, put them in the street like potholes, play no game. Even if the name was Macho Man, Randy Savage, I'ma show you how I drop don't play no game. When it come to spitting hot rhymes, got lines, put them to a beat, then I drop mine, play no game. Even if you're trying to stop mine, stop trying, I'ma be the reason that you're not signed, play no game. See me break a sweat, flows run a marathon.
Hey man, what's up, man? It's your boy Pimp Slim, man.
Jim B the Truth, co-host of Pimp Talk. YBDT, you heard?
Tune in to Pimp Talk, man. We just gonna give y'all a little flavor of what we got going on around here.
We bringing knowledge, we bringing inspiration, we bringing all that feel-good stuff that you may be lacking in your everyday life.
There are ways to try to reach out to these young people to change the world a little bit. Join your boy Pimp Slim, man. From 7 to 9.
Yale Radiocast and RTV every Monday. You heard?
You heard?
World famous DJ Cutthroat checking in, and you already know what's going down. If we on RTV, that means we on Yale Radiocast. That means we on the biggest media compilation coming out of Atlanta. If you didn't know, you better goddamn get to know right now. DJ Cutthroat, I'm certifying this thing. The plug, go.
All right, welcome back to Yale Radiocast, the mail review. Back from a commercial break. Appreciate everybody for joining in. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Once again, we are been on a little small break, a hiatus, if you will, but we had to bring it back to y'all, man. I hate the fact that we missed a couple of things as they were heating in the moment. You know, so I was like, we some hot topics is going on.
Listen,
so but I think we got to go in on it. So I just want to go in on, you know, there's a lot of things we got to discuss, but I just really want to get on the real hot topic. We can follow everything else come secondary because it's not as serious as this topic that we got going on. So, Mark L, I got to ask your opinion on this. It's because it's created the most outrageous divide once again, as they always do, especially between men and women. And it's like they always try to find some kind of way to curtail it. And it's really, you know, I always got to talk about how this affects the Black community, because this has been a conversation that has, for the most part, always going on in the Black community. And when we're talking about, you know, how we, you know, protect each other as men and as women, everything comes to this side. Well, you know, how I feel about this versus how you feel about this. So I got to ask you, Mark L, are you buying the other kids McDonald's? We gotta cover the hot shit.
Let me tell you something. So first of all, let me just go ahead and look, this thing about this McDonald's, if y'all have not heard about it, just search McDonald's and 4 kids. You can search that in Google, okay? Basically, let me just go ahead and give you the skinny based on the way I understand it. Because you know, this is how men talk, right? We don't come in, well, according to who you're, somebody slap you, slap your drink out your hand because you obviously had too much. But let's just talk about it, right?
Right.
So basically, here's what we have. We have a video, a woman going live. And
I'm trying to find this video.
She is talking about how her baby daddy, hold on to that thought. Hold on. Her baby daddy is showing up to bring his son or his child, let's just say his child, I can't remember if it was a boy or a girl. He's bringing his child McDonald's for lunch. That doesn't sound like that thing. You know, they separated. You know, she doing it. She called him baby daddy and not husband, so obviously they're not together. I'm assuming they're not together. But he's showing up to bring his child lunch, and he brought him some McDonald's. What child doesn't love McDonald's? And that's where the problem starts. Now, as I stated, this is her baby daddy. He is one of a few baby daddies, apparently. And this gentleman shows up to feed only his child the McDonald's. There are 3 other children. So there's 4 kids total, and he showed up with 1 bag of McDonald's for his child. And that's where the debate starts, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the debate starts. Because on one side of the equation, the nerve of him showing up with food for just one of the 4 children. According in the video, and Donald is trying to pull up the video so y'all can take a little look at it. He's showing up and he's only bringing enough for his child. And that's a problem because there's 3 other children. And on the other side, he said, look, I'm paying for the food for the child that I fathered. Where they dads at? This is what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go into let's take a listen. Let's
Let me throw my heads on.
I got you. You're good.
I'm finna expose the out of him so people can see how he really is.
Oh,
it ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my other kids?
What about your other kids?
Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them my kids, them your kids' siblings though. So what you? So he finna, my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't give my food stamps to the 7.
Is that my problem?
But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out.
I'm not trying to help. I'm trying to help my son.
But how are you helping yourself when you're only getting kids for food for just helping out the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings and they're not eating on McDonald's. No, why do I gotta put? No. He's not finna eat that at all if you can't bring enough for everybody.
Lisa, so you telling me that I bring my son food? I gotta bring your kids food too now?
Yes.
You sound dumb.
How is that dumb? You sound dumb. You sound dumb.
Where are they daddies at?
Oh, shit, got quiet.
Talk to them other. You have them other kids. Them your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? So you know I get food stamps on the 11th.
3 kids that ain't mine. 3 kids that ain't mine. What
yeah, they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
You expect me to take care of all the kids? They're not my kids.
Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids. Because I'm exposing you. Everybody think you such a motherfucking good daddy. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this bullshit. You only come here with one piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
That you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all. Then he can't take that shit.
Okay, so we got a clear understanding of what happened. Basically, long story longer. The woman, I guess they used to have a relationship. They had a past relationship. Obviously. The gentleman had a baby with her.
Yes.
And his child is the youngest. Okay. Out of the 4 kids that she does have.
Right.
Okay. All right. So, and we're leading into where he's bringing his kid something to eat. She has more kids that aren't his, and she feels like it is his responsibility to bear the burden of the other children because the other fathers possibly aren't present. Mark L., we got Phoenix on the stream.
When she said a different day about getting her stamps, we should have known something was wrong. Okay, so you said, Phoenix is saying basically when she said she wasn't getting her stamps until a certain date.
Yeah, I think she said the 15th or whatever.
Yeah, she did change her, didn't she? In the middle of the video.
She did.
That's what she calling out.
Oh,
April Showers.
April Showers, how you doing, dear? Okay, so this is basically what it is. Now, Has created a big back and forth once again, as they do with men and women online about what a man should do, what a man's supposed to do. It's about the kids, the kids, the kids, the kids. Y'all already know. And for those who don't know, my motto is fuck them kids. I am the creator. I am not on the client. I am the FDKE president.
The president of FDK.
Okay, now what I'm saying is that don't mean fuck all kids.
Correct.
That means technically, for those who are unaware, you put yourself first because you cannot take care of anybody, including kids, until you take care of you. Therefore, once you're in line, you can make a clear-cut decision and capability and are able to take care of kids if you have to or if you want to.
And that's where we come into the
and with that said, Mark L., you say.
Okay, 678-501-5177. That's a new call-in number. 678-501-5177. Now, I got that out the way. Let me just say this. Here's how I feel about this. I believe that the ball was dropped on everybody's side in this one. Okay? That's honestly how I feel. And you can say, oh, Mark L. the philanthropist, Mark L. the middle of the road guy. But this is what I'm saying. As a father, as a man and a father, I'm going to say this. Yes, I am definitely wanting to support my child. I absolutely do. It does not matter what happened before me, what happened after me. I do want to be supportive to my child. With that being said, this could have been handled in a myriad of ways that would have stopped this madness. First of all, why is you recording and trying to expose this man instead of just having a conversation with him?
Right.
Why we got to put it on Facebook Live? Why we got to put it out there to try to show somebody you look dumber than he do? Now, why do I say he looks dumb? I say this. I'm not going to talk about him being a father because, listen, it's the male review.
We are fathers.
We are fathers. We got children. Sometimes you got to do what you can. But it's never about what you do. It's how you do it, right? So, let me just say.
So they say.
So they say. In my male perspective and amongst other males, I feel like it's the way you do it, right?
Right.
Okay. This man could have done more things. And I'm just going to give 2 examples of what he could have done. You could have come and said, I'm coming to pick little blockhead up.
Little blockhead.
We're going to go spend some time together, and I'll bring him back in an hour or so, a couple of hours or so, right?
Right.
You can pick your son up, and you can take him, and you can stress him with McDonald's. You can go sit down and talk to him and have a good time with your child.
Nope.
Go ahead and you can buy him some McDonald's, he can eat McDonald's, and then you can bring him back home. Why? Because then he's not eating in front of the other children. That's all you can do. Meaning, let's just say maybe you can't afford to feed everybody. Okay? And I understand his thought process. I don't understand. I don't like the way he did. I understand his thought process.
What you mean?
I don't like the way he did.
What you mean?
I don't like the way he did.
What did he do? What did he do wrong? What?
Because
he fed his kid?
He fed his kid.
Oh, it was wrong for him to feed his kid.
No, it wasn't wrong for him to feed his kid. It's wrong to believe that he was going to get that one kid McDonald's and let him eat.
Oh, well, that was her fault then. He didn't do nothing wrong. So, but you just said what he did wrong.
Okay, so that's the one thing he could have done. The second thing he could have done, he could have just bought some hot breaded pizzas. $5.
Or he could not have.
$5. He didn't have to understand something. I'm not saying he had to. I am saying from a standpoint of someone who would look at that, I think that that's just uncivilized. You know this girl got 5 kids. You know 4 kids. She got 4 children. You gonna come feed your child, which is fine. I understand that you want to feed your child. That's fine. But you do recognize that he has other siblings and that you may not be able to do it. So if you know that, why not go ahead and make a choice that's different from feeling like I can tell you that. You can tell me why. Okay, talk to me, bro.
Damn about your other kid.
Listen to that.
Let me put this in clearly.
Yeah, please clear that.
Realm from somebody who's been in a little bit of a hissy as it involves
a situation like this.
Yes. Who knows the backstory of what happened to make him say F those other kids?
This is correct.
We don't even know if there was some conflicts with the other, because women always say man got baby mama drama and all this and all that.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Guess what? Women have baby daddy drama.
This is true.
So who's to say already him coming into the picture, the previous father's no, he said where they daddies. So he know it's more. Okay, we ain't gonna do that. We
just saying.
No, I am.
I'm not saying.
I am. I got 2 baby mamas. It's all right.
It's real.
It's real. I'm shaming her because of the arrogance of expecting somebody else to take care of your responsibility. It ain't about having more kids. Because everybody got a plethora of these things running around here. Hey, I'm a product of plethorication.
Okay. That's the word, y'all.
I'm a product of plethorication. So that happened, right? The thing is, and we know this is a possibility, and I'm just creating a possible narrative.
Okay.
If baby daddy number 1, 2, 3, or 1 and 2, whatever, dealing with her still, and then he come into the picture prior to a kid, they have a problem with it. Because what do a lot of guys say? I don't want that next motherfucker around my child.
My kids, right.
Okay. So that could have already been a seed planted for him to say, you know what, you don't want, because if he's the current parent in the picture, they had a relationship, he's in the house. What does that man say? Don't touch my baby. Right. Don't you dare whip my child. Don't put your hands on my child. Okay, cool, motherfucker. Well, guess what? I won't do nothing for this little ugly bastard. That's your child. We've already set that narrative across the board. Thank you for creating that line, because this nigga is ugly anyways. Look at my child. That's a little handsome motherfucker. Hey, because that was mine. That motherfucker was created from greatness.
Okay.
Look at your child around here. You know what I'm saying? My son got Air Force Ones. Your son got Air Force 12.
Oh,
shit. So, Air 12s. Who are, heirs. Yeah, heirs. Who knows? So now with that divide, might have been some fisticuffs had to happen.
Right.
Who knows? So now he don't want nothing to do with that situation with them kids.
Right.
I'm creating a possibility.
Okay.
People, I don't know. None of us was there. But when he said, "Where are your other daddies?" This what stuck out to me. She didn't even respond to that.
She didn't say a word.
To that, you say what?
To that, I say she didn't have no answer for that, because that sounds like a logic bump. It looks like a logic bump.
Because women always got a response.
It looks like a logic bump.
Oh, he on his way, motherfucker. You don't worry about where he at. He already answered. She didn't say a word. Yeah, because she was already recording. Now, no, hold on. Let's backtrack. They say that this is a rehearsed skit.
Yeah.
Let's take that part out the window, because this has been an ongoing narrative prior to that skit.
Correct.
So we're going to react as if it's definitely been a conversation.
Yeah.
It's definitely been a thing.
Yeah.
This only highlighted the thing that has been and put it in, life form, not art. Yeah. So we're gonna react as if it is real, because nobody knows the truth at all, anyways.
Correct. So it's just a supposition.
Okay.
So even with that said, okay, I'm gonna say me personally. Let's talk about it from my male review, my perspective. I think it's just tacky. I think it's tactless. I think if she knew he was coming and I said, "Hey, I'm bringing my son to the house," and she couldn't say, "Hey, do you have enough for all the kids?" Remember when we were in school and the teacher would try to be smart with that? I think I might have got sent to the principal's office because I had a plenty pack. Anyway, the teacher, he would get talked to a gum and eat candy. And the first thing she said is, "Did you bring enough for the class?" One time I had a plenty pack. I was like, "Actually." I might have got sent to the principal's office on that.
Oh, it's a Trey Michael. What happened, Trey? All right, here we go. I got to get to Dr. Trey.
Absolutely. We need to plan when she hit.
Yeah.
But just like that, I would assume that she would just say he didn't think about it. And she said to him, "Hey, you have enough for the rest of my kids." If y'all can have that argument on the phone right there, right? If it's an argument, if then she could say, well, just don't bring anything for him. I'll make sure he's taken care of. Don't even worry about it if you can't do that. Or she could have asked me, you can get a hot ready pizza that way. Everybody's like, because here's the real deal. Imagine. Now, okay, I don't know if this ever happened in Florida school, but Chicago, this would happen. So, all right, I put up a post this week, just recently, just to tie it to it. I put up a post recently this week that said, what did bricks look like to you as a child? Right? Yes. Okay, now, just tying that to what we're talking about. I remember having classmates that would go somewhere, doctor's appointment in the middle of the day or whatever. And then their parents would bring them back just in time for lunch to finish out the rest of the day. Well, they would come strolling in with this bag of McDonald's and we eating these murder burgers and suicide fries. We eating choke sandwiches. And we got this pizza that you know look like somebody just took some bread, put some meat on, put some cheese on top of it, put it in the microwave, or throw it in the oven. Sorry, they have microwaves in my day.
Well, boy, and your birthday.
I'm saying, and my birthday. But you know, you would have those, and everybody in the lunchroom was not staring at the kid eating the delicious McDonald's French fries. McDonald's was that thing we was eating. It ain't changed much in the years since I was a kid. Right. So I'm thinking, you know what? Actually, things have changed with it. Yeah. You know, they now serve like shit in the bag without fries. I don't understand, but whatever. So my point being, McDonald's is like one of those things that kids like. So to taunt a kid, and that's what it feels like to me. It almost feels like something. Now I understand. He played in the motherfucker though. I love it. And you love it. I just let it petty. I couldn't be that petty, bro. I can't be that petty. I would not, because here's my thought. You got siblings, and these siblings, you're gonna grow up with these people. These people are gonna be these are your family.
Not necessarily.
Well, okay, maybe, but I created a divide already. Y'all already look. You know how? Listen, you remember we was probably way more petty as kids than we are as grown ups because we kind of, you know, a lot of people ain't been pressing them out.
None
and
of
it shows. And it shows.
And
Not
it
these
shows.
motherfuckers ain't been pressing them out, and it shows. But being that we came from generation we did, sometimes we realize, hey, you know, sometimes a split moment might happen. So anyway,
right.
But we kind of have a filter. We kind of develop this filter over time. But these are your siblings. These are your kids. You already got enough of your daddy ain't my daddy, and my daddy did this, and your daddy ain't doing shit, and this, that, and the other. You got enough of that already. You create a further divide there. So that my thought is I would have been a bigger person and probably done something different. Pick my child up if I can't afford it, or get a hot breaded pizza for $5. That's my thought.
You know, this is my end thought because we was just playing with this topic.
Yeah, it was just
we move on to real things because we got a lot of things.
Yeah.
My thing is it's all about upbringing, right?
True.
Who knows that man's upbringing?
Right.
He might have been an only child.
Right.
So he doesn't have that community village mentality.
Okay. There you go.
So what I'm saying?
There you go.
So while we're and let's just be honest, because she did a video. She did a follow-up video saying how all of America have ripped her and torn her apart.
Well, I mean, she got ripped apart
because of her entitlement.
Her entitlement and the fact, too, because she was filming it, trying to expose him. And free, because y'all didn't see the end of that video. She took the McDonald's and threw it on the ground.
So
outside.
her son didn't get nothing.
But nobody got nothing that day. That's why she got ripped up, because we was like, I'm sorry. We was like, she just throw some McDonald's on the ground. After that, boy, if I did that kid up there, I had to look at her like, oh.
Remember Eddie Murphy did the skit, I got McDonald's. Oh
my God.
I got McDonald's.
I didn't see them little kids running put the fries up, but the bag was still there though. I'm saying the bag, the food was still in the bag.
So listen, so the thing is, right? If he didn't grow up in that type of environment, he doesn't have that type of mentality. And I'm just creating a ideal of people to understand who are attacking him.
Right.
That's why I gave the first example of maybe it was some preset beef with maybe the other plethora of baby daddies that she has. Yes. It's 4 kids. Hey, women lie. It might be 5 baby daddies and 2 of them think one.
Anyway,
moving on. We're gonna talk about having babies. We're gonna talk about having babies. That's coming. The having babies topic is coming. Oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but what I'm saying is, we already have, and we know this to be true. There will be conflicts between men if there are multiple. If there are,
there could be.
Yeah, that could be. The other side could be the fact that maybe he just wasn't raised with that type of environment. He might have been the only child, so the concern for the next child isn't something that is a thing for him. You know, and I know this because although I have many a sibling, I was the baby. My sisters and brothers were out the house by the time I was coming up, so I have a mentality of an only child as well, which seems to be spoiled and worried about only me.
Right. And my brother is 10 years older than me, so I kind of had a bit of the only child experience as well.
Right.
By the time I was 8, my brother was already gone.
Right. See what I'm saying? So I understand the mentality of, hey, I didn't got to share. I've never had to share. I don't got to worry about nobody else. I've never had to worry about anybody else. So this doesn't. Phoenix is coming on the stream. What she got?
Trey Michael 71. She could have only asked for food for her son, so that's all he brought. My question is, and was if you have 4 kids, WTF, and we all know what that means, are your stamps? Where are your stamps? You got hella stamps. Why is there no food in your house?
Well, reports are that, and I don't know how true this is. Some things come out like that she sells her stamps, and that's how she get her nails or her hair done and them goofy ass eyelashes. Come on, we saw the picture, we saw the video. Yes, she appears to be a bit of a ratchetarian. Let's just be honest. She's a bit of a ratchetarian. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, but so here's the conversation though. Let me just say this. Again, this is not about, and I understand exactly what you're saying. It's not really about what, who asked what. It's more about what it appears, what it looks like. Okay. And what I mean by that is just, here you have a gentleman bringing food to his only bringing food to his child. And then there's 3 other children. So we're just gonna stop it there because again, this is a skit. Right. This is what we assume. We assume this is fake.
Because she could be doing skits and this might have been real. So Trey Michaels, I think both of them were silly and engaging in a power struggle that was completely unnecessary. Also, if I were him, I would have just picked up my child and took him to eat. If I did not want to treat all of them, I'm not sowing seeds of envy amongst my sons and assemblies. That is the most reasonable answer in the world, Trey Michaels. And like I said, and I'm saying I wholeheartedly agree with y'all with that state. Right. But nobody knows the situation. He could have been going to work, and son might have called him like, "Daddy, I ain't nothing," because Mama done sold her food for them ugly ass eyelashes, Daddy. Because I can guarantee you right now, somewhere today, Devin will inbox me and say, "Can you send me some money for some food?"
I got you. Okay.
And I'm calling it. Yeah, and I'm going to share this next show the time that Devin Trayvon Williams said, "Daddy, send me $10, $15 to get some McDonald's." And you know what I'm saying? So who knows the whole backstory? We don't. And that is the problem that we have right now with social media because we only see the surface.
Correct.
So it's really only a idea. I don't think, what would I do? I don't give a damn about her kids.
Okay, right.
I did not. I didn't have fun making the motherfuckers. Right. I'll be damned if I take care of them.
Okay, right. You said you didn't have
them. Now I might. Now let me say this. I would consider them, right? Okay. If I was in a relationship with her,
right? Of course,
coming up with the kids, and I have a bit of a relationship with the kids.
Right,
I would.
Because you're not.
I know.
Well, I mean, okay, you wouldn't.
I would. Sometimes you got to make a point.
Oh my God.
Sometimes you got to make a point. So yeah, I would. You never know. So Phoenix, yes, you are right. We don't know what she asked for.
Right.
Boy, they are going. Phoenix and Trey. Well, where everybody else at? By the way, we do have a new call in though for y'all. call in because, and I know this is the play topic. I want to hear what women have to say on the hot topic that we got coming up. But I'm just saying this, that nobody knows, and this is why I say the title of this show is Choices.
Correct.
Who determines your choices?
Right.
Because all we see is somebody saying he should have this versus she should have did that. I'm gonna honestly say she wasn't wrong for saying, hey, bring the other kids something.
Right.
What she was wrong in is the expectation that he's supposed to.
Right.
And maybe you need to work on your delivery, dear. Marcus!
Hey, 678-501-5177. That is 678-501-5177. Call in and chew it up with your boys, man. Y'all tell us what's good. Would you have brought that kid with you instead? I'm saying. Come on,
yeah, Radiocast said them kids did not come from their balls. That is my motto. Look, they came from my balls. Okay, I hold those who come from my balls and hey, they come from Nutland.
It's so terrible. Terrible news.
Yeah, so we're gonna go jump into these last couple of comments before we go into the next topic, and the next topic of the Roe versus Wade, which is the hot topic, but not the only topic. Some things have happened since then that we want to touch on. Trey Michaels, Mark, what Trey got?
Basically, Trey says, "Well, my kids are little. I didn't ask for no damn McDonald's for my kids. You can run me some cash though, so I can buy them some healthier food.
Run me that check."
If I'm having a hard time, which of course, again, Trey, that's what it comes down to.
Right.
Your choices and making a different choice. Each of those two people could have made a different choice on how to handle that situation. Some people think a little faster than others. I'll just say that. That's definitely the case. All right.
Okay, hold on. 1 second. Trey, give me $10 and I could feed them babies for a couple of days rather than one damn meal. We broke. Why would you know what? And I agree with that statement right there. While my son was in his own place, while he kept on making money, I would often say, you can just take about $15 and get you a pack of chicken, pack of ground beef, some spaghetti noodles.
Man.
That's a meal for a whole week. Come on.
Somebody better tell them. These kids don't know what they're doing nowadays.
Right. So I'm gonna let you lead into this next one, bro. Let's go into it.
Hey, so check this out, y'all. So leading into our next topic, let me just say, 4th of July weekend is here. I didn't say happy 4th of July. I just said 4th of July weekend is here. Y'all know everybody out there partying and barbecuing and everything. And 4th of July is supposed to be the celebration of when we declared our independence from the victim, from England, from the king, and all that wonderful stuff. And then we came over here and we had this. Hold
up. Pause with the experiment. Ashley. Oh my God.
Ashley Margaret. She got to be. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, that isn't. Look, I wish I had a pill to ring that. That's hilarious.
Ashley, get off this street.
$5 worth of food sitting between her legs. She better do what she do. But Ashley, put your phone down.
Put your Derek Larkin.
Take your phone.
Mark, continue. Look, but y'all call me petty.
Oh my goodness, look here. It obviously runs in the family line somewhere. All right, so again, the great experiment that we know as America, the great experiment where we had these old white guys decided, hey, we're going to offer this Constitution for the people and by the people in this country so we can live, free for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And then they fucked it up.
No, they didn't. They didn't fuck it up. They did what they wanted to.
They did what they wanted to do, but then they fucked it up.
Did they really?
Everything. And you want to say, let's not, let's make it so that, we can forgive them for the short-sightedness. And we started adding amendments to the Constitution. Right? To try to fix
everything
that they couldn't see.
To try to get every dollar from everywhere. That's what it was.
Yeah. So, there was a decision because around the time that women's rights became important, imagine that they weren't important before that, right? Women's rights became important in this country, and it was the right to privacy that really started to drive this whole thing, Roe versus Wade.
Right.
So a lot of people automatically call it the abortion thing, but it really ain't really about abortion. It's about privacy. Right.
Or the freedom of choice.
The freedom of choice.
I'd say it's more so the freedom of choice.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Is that not tied up in freedom of choice?
It depends on who you are.
But yes, trust me, black people got something to say. Period. Okay? The South, besides the South, black people got something to say about this whole thing. Because I promise you, 3/5 still pissing me off. But whatever the fact. Needless to say, this week, or in the past 2 weeks since we did our last show, the Supreme Court, they were already hinting at it. And it started with somebody leaked the memo. And that's what they were talking about doing, about overturning Roe versus Wade. Tell them about Roe versus Wade. Tell them a little bit.
Well, let's go ahead. We got a whole article. Well, Roe versus Wade, which was created to basically give women the rights of choice for their body as it pertains to abortions, medical services, which things, because there are many reasons that women deal with when it comes to bearing kids. Let's just go to the deep part of it. The reason to choose or not to choose to carry on a term of pregnancy.
Right.
It could be rape.
Correct.
It could be unable to carry. And I would follow that thirdly with the ability to provide for that child.
Correct.
That's always my last of that list of things.
Right.
But it just gave a choice that women, I honestly feel, they do have the right, but it's also a side choice with me. Y'all ain't gonna like Dallas' opinion as it pertains to this.
Here we go.
But let's go ahead and read the article. All right, so without federal protection for the rights to abortion after the U.S. Hold up. Let's go scroll to the top. Roe v. Wade overturned launches battle for women's privacy in state courts. All right, and all this stuff on the screen. Without federal protection for the right to an abortion after the U.S. Supreme Court's ruling in Dobbs versus Jackson's Women's Health Organization last week, state courts are becoming focus of legal battles to determine how state constitution defines liberty and right to privacy in relation to abortion access. At its core, last Friday, Dobbs' decision overruled the landmark 1973 Roe v. Wade case, in which the nation's highest court ruled that access to abortion services was protected by the U.S. Constitution. A majority wrote that under the 14th Amendment and the right to privacy, women had the right to be able to choose abortion. State legislatures have taken steps to place their own parameters around abortion, with some promises to keep the procedure legal, while several states prohibiting abortion as of July 1st. According to the New York Times, all states that have prohibited abortions allow exceptions in the life of the if the life of the mother is at serious risk, and Oklahoma permits exceptions in the case of rape or incest. To that, Markel, you say what?
I say that how can you legislate what I do with my body? How can you legislate what you do with my body? How is this a legal decision? Because if that's the case, let me use this as a slippery slope argument. Yeah, I know this is gonna be a stretch, but y'all know Markel good stretching. If I bust this window at this Family Dollar next door and decide to take everything out of there, I should be able to blame the government. Why? Because the government controls whether or not I went ahead and robbed the store. Why do I say that? Because I needed the goddamn money. And the government has taxes and prices so high that I can't afford to buy anything. So technically the government's responsible. So when they arrest me, it's so high like the president. And they're supposed to be like, all right, that's okay.
Right.
Because what you're saying in essence is that I have no control over what I've done, that I'm compelled to do this by someone else. You see what I'm saying? So to say that the government has the right to legislate, and I need you to pay very close attention to the fact that they're trying to legislate women's bodies. Now, black people, I know I'm not going to tell you how to hold up because we already know. Okay? Okay, we already know. Yes, there was legislation in place one time to control our bodies, and arguably might still be out there.
And that's where I am at with it.
Right.
Okay, at the end of the day, and I don't want to make it seem like I am, because I am totally in agreement with the fact that nobody should be able to regulate what we do with our bodies, but they always have. Y'all acting like this is some new shit. You can't tell us what to do with our bodies. What the fuck you mean? When the fuck have they not? When have they not, Marcus? When have they not? When have they not? I want you to give me a when they have not. Okay, so there you go. They have so they have always regulated what we do with our bodies. Once upon a time, we were tied with chains and we were killed if we could fucking read. They have always regulated us.
Right.
Okay, well that's a different pocket.
That is a whole other pocket.
That's a different pocket.
But you make a point, though.
That's a different pocket.
They always try to regulate what we do.
Let me go a little. It's a deeper dive. It's a deeper dive. Yeah, get the bubble together. We are actually technically owned by the government. What do you think that little social security number of yours is? It's technically a barcode. We have been owned, yes, by the U.S. government for decades.
Right.
So they have always controlled and owned us. To some extent.
Right.
I'm not going to go into the whole background. We will post. You can stream and you can go ahead and Google all this stuff. Free as fuck. Google is free as fuck.
Yeah.
So we could talk about the ugly side of the rights, or where I'm at with it.
Yeah.
Where I'm at with it is talking about the fact that if we know we have these things in place, it is on us to actually conduct ourselves properly for these rules that are in place.
Mm-hmm.
i.e., I know if I go into a certain store with a weapon, maybe I might get a certain, and this is two different boxes. So I don't want people to say that's different, but hopefully you get it. You know the consequences of your actions. Right. So you have to move a little differently. See what I'm saying? So I'm not saying, because I know some women up there steaming with the ugly hot emoji face. I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying at what point are you going to start taking the steps to get around the rules that have always been in place? We know we are under attack. So we take certain steps. We don't go over here. We don't do that because of the steps that have always been in place. We don't even communicate with a certain group of people because of the steps that have always been in place. They will always put a rule up to get in the way of the current atmosphere or the current topic, the current trending topic. Let's just go deeper into the reason for this. We already know what's happening to them. We already know what's happening. This is about population growth and population control. Not control meaning they want to get rid of a certain side, but it's been said even in, you can find videos where they said, thank you for this bill being passed. Now us, they us,
yes.
Now we are, it's being said.
I saw it this week. I saw
yes.
a video at a Trump rally.
Yeah, at a Trump rally, where they're admitting that they're happy for this bill because it allows them to populate again. So when we start realizing these people ain't even here for us, but y'all steady looking for us with the government.
Basically, I see where you are. So you're at the point where you're wondering why we asking this government for us to act right.
Yeah, it's the same people. Yeah. What are y'all tripping about?
Yeah.
They have always been doing this, and now y'all acting like you're shocked. Oh, I can't believe Clarence Thomas. What the fuck you mean you is Clarence Thomas?
Right, he's still Clarence Thomas.
He been Clarence Thomas. And Clarence's parents had a real good marriage.
Right?
It's the same guy.
Yeah.
Y'all are shocked? I'm mad at y'all for y'all being shocked. That thinking that this is something that is going to be different. Y'all up there sitting in front of the TV eating popcorn, hoping that some shit go y'all way. Y'all need to fucking stop, man. Y'all need to stop.
Well, now
Go ahead.
Here's the cool part, and this is something that you know all his brother Doc has stated in the past several thousand times on this show throughout the years. In order to make a change, in order to make something work, you gotta start here. You can't go up there.
I've been saying.
Now let me show you the proof of that, because a lot of these places where this injunction has come down,
Yes.
have decided on their state and local level
Yes.
that they was going to
They said we ain't fucking. Whoa. Let me go deeper. You got a lot of businesses. I think it was Dick's Sporting Goods and some other companies saying if you're in a state that is actually blocking your rights to abortion, we will pay a certain amount for you to come over here to get your abortion.
Correct.
So what I'm saying,
that is correct. To a state where legal.
Right.
They're trying to block it now. They're running this trying to block it now. They're trying to say basically the same thing as interstate crime. Now, what I mean by that is you decided you are a resident of state X and where it's illegal to get an abortion. You go to state Y to get an abortion. When you come back to state X, they should be able to prosecute you for committing an illegality to state Y, and you're a resident of state X. I'm thinking that's a far reach. But make no mistake, we thought it was a far reach for them to overturn Roe.
Yeah, you better buy you some damn residency.
Here's the scariest part of this. Man. I'm definitely scared for the women. I'm scared for the women. I'm definitely scared for the women.
Okay, go ahead.
But the scariest thing is, if it was so easy to turn that over, what else are they going to turn over?
Well, let me.
Y'all know the Voting Rights Act has been in danger for many years, right? When you actually got to, somebody said it on NPR the other day.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only country where you got to qualify to be able to vote, even though you live here.
Oh, I got some shit coming
You
up.
need an ID, even though you live here.
Oh.
And we don't vote. We don't use the votes of the people to elect folk. We use the votes of the people to determine if the people that are responsible for voting are going to vote for what the people want. So there's a middleman.
Right.
So
Right.
I need y'all to pay attention. Okay? Pay attention. They was able to overturn Roe. What else do you think?
Well, let me go back to where we was talking about. Where was I at? Hold on. I'm doing multiple things here because the stream, and apologize for the stream being a little choppy and freezing up. I see we're dealing with a lot. But, this is the reason for the upgrades, by the way.
Yeah, that's why we're trying to get there.
That's why we're trying to get there. But just them, we was talking about the state residency, right?
Yes.
This is what I see that they will eventually try to do. This is a process of making more red states than blue states.
Oh, wait.
I'm telling you. So this, see, we, the normal citizen, or y'all, the normal citizen, look at the surface bullshit. I look at the deeper dive.
Yeah, there's more down the line.
It's gonna be. Yeah, that's my guy. So look at it. People are gonna be like, well, since I don't have the rights to choose whatever over here, I'm gonna move over here where it's allowed, which is just gonna be a small city. The numbers, yes, the trickle down effect. So all the big red states that would outdo us in numbers, and when we're talking about voting and policies, it's going to be red, where it started to have more balance of red to blue states.
Yeah.
And let me explain my position. I'm not Republican or Democrat.
Right.
I don't give a flying fuck about none of them.
Right.
All right. shit, they all in the same crayon box to me. Okay, so I'm for who's for me. But it's going to start when you see 5, 10, 15 years down the line from now. People are going to migrate to these smaller locations that allow it. Right. And next thing you know, it's going to be more this than this. It's you got to look at the bigger picture. It's a plan. Yeah. Yeah. So, but I was
going off.
Yeah. So I was trying to look up something else. So finish out with what you think. I'm gonna let you lead first.
I mean, I'm gonna just say, bro. Like I said, I'm definitely scared scared that the government is all in your business because at the end of the day, this is a medical procedure. And what's the whole point of having HIPAA, where you're supposed to have privacy? There's a whole legal system set up for you to have privacy so that nobody can get hold of your medical records. But it's getting to the point now, if the government regulates this, y'all remember the Patriot Act? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember how they were worried about them going to your phones and checking your internet search histories? Well, we back there again pretty much because now they're going to be like, oh, we look to see if somebody is committing a crime, which the crime would be having terminating a pregnancy. Now, first of all, let me just go ahead and say, I am definitely and have always been pro-choice. Okay? Pro-choice meaning you choose what to do with your body. Because I'm going to choose what the hell I do with my body.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm always pro-choice. Listen, I have no dog in the fight. And even if I did have a dog in the fight, I've had children. I have children. I've had them, not physically, but I have children. And in having children, I promise you, their mothers each had the choice to give birth or not. Had nothing to do with it. We'll deal with the feelings and everything else. But as far as from a standpoint of kind of what Darren said earlier, let's just say they were impregnated at a time that they did not feel they could care for this child. This is not the time for it. If you want to choose to terminate a pregnancy, I am not in your way. I can take you to where you need to go, do whatever you need to do, however you want to do this. If you chose that this was the time to have a child, maybe I didn't want a child. I'm not saying that never happened, but just say maybe I didn't want a child. It's still your right to choose, no matter what, because here's what I know. There would be no child had we not done this, right? There's two of us. I've never seen a woman spontaneously be pregnant, all of a sudden, with no input from me, literally. With no input from me, I've never seen that happen.
See, this is my conflict with that.
Let me get this picture up back. Somebody told me to show you. Just in case, I'm just waiting on your answer. Go ahead.
Okay. So you see, this is I'm riding with your narrative.
Go ahead, go for it.
We made this child.
Yeah.
You say that. That's what you're sticking with. We made the child.
We made it.
Men and women.
Men and women. Yeah.
So we do have a voice to say what we should.
We do have a voice. Yes.
So why we get mad when men choose to say, "Hey, it's not right"? We don't have a choice, or do we? Do we not? Okay, so we can't govern her body, but you just said as it relates to the child, we have a choice.
Yeah.
So it ain't about her body. It's about her body or the child.
It's about the choice.
Okay, so with that said, I'm gonna ride with you. I guess that's the end of Hot Girl Summer. Now, no, I'm riding with your shit.
Okay.
No, I'm riding with your shit. So, if you still choose to participate in Hot Girl Summer, because you have a choice.
Yeah.
You can go share your pussy with the world.
Right, okay.
You have a choice not to.
You do.
Because you know the repercussions.
Correct. The possibilities.
If you stay in Georgia,
Lord,
and they ain't participating, your pussy popping gotta be stopping. So you gotta govern your body. Yes, my body, my choice. Yeah, but I mean, I'll say you just gotta conduct, and you just gotta be wise. What did your girl Trey call it? Irresponsible semen. So I guess y'all motherfuckers can't just have an irresponsible pussy no more. Yeah. So now women are mad because they got to be responsible with their pussy.
I don't think they're mad about that.
Oh. Yeah.
But Okay, so show me in the books where they legislate what a man do with his penis.
Child support.
That's not a legislation. For his penis.
Yeah, it is.
That's a penalty. That's a penalty.
That's a penalty.
You sex support them now if you make a child. I hear where you go. Listen, I hear where you go. I hear where you go.
Now
I hear where you going.
they could legislate our penis because I seen the little joke out there that limp dick is the thing too, right? If what did the meme say about if having a baby is God's will, so is a limp dick?
Right. Oh, so we should get married. Yeah.
Now, at the end of the day, I've seen a whole bunch of people say, I don't want kids. I ain't never seen nobody, man, or woman say I want a limp dick. You got okay, so let's see, Ashley. Okay, so we got the people on the stream. Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Y'all should call in, man.
Then we got.
Let's add this talk.
Because I'm not saying that my way is the best. I'm just saying my opinion. Ashley, a baby is easy to make. A baby show is easy to make, but not having a baby is easy to make as well.
Hey.
Okay, so we're gonna go with Trey Michaels. Cause we got because now the comments is coming. Go ahead, read Trey.
Is that the first one, or is that because it looks like you were saying something first?
No. I went to her before.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And the body who carries the pregnancy is the most affected by it, as well as the societal expectations that follow the mother. In most cases, women are the ones expected to bear the brunt of the care for that child. I am so glad I can't have any more kids. Praise God. You said what now?
I think when we're going to go down the list with the comments, women are the ones expected to bear the brunt of the care for the child.
Yes.
I can't have any more kids, praise God.
Yeah.
I think more so, maybe wrong, trying to be a more PR dial here.
What?
I think women think that they're the ones who are expected to do more caring for the child.
They are.
Okay, so
historically, yes.
I mean, we have a change in a societal norm, right?
Okay.
If we're talking about letting down all these walls of man versus woman, I think, because I know personally, a man can be the more caring person of the child.
It can be.
Women, and I said this on a post. Women want to hold that pain title to have exclusivity to pain.
Okay. Is that what you believe?
I believe that.
Okay.
Because y'all motherfuckers could easily give the child to the daddies. Now, every daddy don't want the child, but it ain't to the levels that it's being pushed out there where men don't want the child. Look, because I know too many. I was in that position. Okay. I know too many single parent fathers. I know too many dudes have fought for their kids. Yeah. I know too many dudes who have wanted to be the custodial parent.
Yeah.
So it ain't to the levels or the numbers, which all numbers are skewed.
Well, yeah, reality.
Yeah, reality is skewed. All numbers are skewed. But you can't exclusively say, Trey, that's y'all thing anymore when it don't have to be. A lot of women, not all. I hate that I'm doing this. I hate that I gotta put it on. Everybody's sensitive. I'm tired of that shit. A lot of just so they can have, as you said earlier, Trey, control. You have control. You have that child. You have control of that man. You have control of him possibly being in a relationship with you. You have control in the form of his finances. Take McDonald's chick. She has a bit of control in that situation. Now, everything ain't about McDonald's, but a lot of times women still want control of the situation and using that child for that. So that's why they want to keep the child rather than saying, you know what, I'm more concerned about the well-being of my child. Mm-hmm. This is my views on the well-being part. Whether it's man or woman, that child should be with who is more financially stable.
Right. The person that's going to afford the child the best possible.
Right. Now, maybe not financially because you can still be crazy in the head and, I'm not going into all that. I'm just saying who's the more, let's just say
the best possible experience.
The best possible experience. Who is the best parent to raise that child? whether it be the man or the woman. You know, that's what I'm totally for. What you got on that?
I mean, dude, I mean, it makes sense. I understand exactly what you're saying as far as that is concerned. You know, that goes without saying. I think definitely the child should be custodial with the parent that can do the most for the child. That doesn't negate from the responsibility of the other parent, you know, from providing care and support for the child.
Right.
But historically, definitely historically, think about it, the weight often has always fallen on the woman.
Right.
Because, you know, you're the one who's having the baby, you're the one who's having the child. And it really skews when it gets to the point of pretty much like you said. We got together, we had fun one night, and bam, you're pregnant. And I tell you, I'm not ready to have a child yet.
All right, so let's go right there. Child support does not take away the responsibility of the body that carries the pregnancy, though, along with you saying, Markel, that you're not ready to have the child. Well, hell, y'all motherfuckers should be using protection, right?
Should be.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so basically this law, whether we like it or not, is telling you, govern your body. If you can't afford a child, you should be wrapping up. If you can't afford a child, dudes, use her throat. If you can't afford women, lock it up. Don't do. I ain't gonna say don't do nothing. I'm saying we just gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like whether and let's just go deeper. Even if you're in a relationship, it ain't about her being on abortion. You could talk to your man and say, "Hey, you want a vasectomy?"
Correct. Now, there's an argument.
There's an argument.
There's an argument.
There's an argument.
As a lot of dudes, I post about that. Hey, any of y'all had a vasectomy? And listen, I'm sick. I'm one who is sick, sir. I have children, and I'm sick. I'm done.
Right.
There's no more babies coming in. If you tell me you're pregnant, congratulations, y'all. Because that's what I'm not going to do. We're not going to play that game and say, I didn't know.
So, yeah. I mean, because, you know, I will agree, women do have exclusive rights. I mean, they're trying to change that shit to carrying a pregnancy.
Right.
But you knowing that this is my problem with it. The ignorance of us, men and women.
Okay.
To actually go through the whole activity for fun, for a moment. We're talking about a moment here.
And play with our life.
And play with our whole entire life. Then after the fact, say, no, I don't want to do this. When you know going in beforehand that you can't even afford to do that.
Right. I got it.
So, yeah, it's messed up, but at the same time, that's on you to control your narrative. Come on, y'all. We got to, you know, it. More comments. Shout out to Ashley. The man don't carry a pusher baby, so no, he don't get to decide. I say, yeah, we do. I say, yeah, we do. Y'all love to tell us what we got to do with the child. Once the child is here, we can't have a opinion of what goes on with having a child.
But then this also goes to the government. So then, if you're going to say that, why didn't child support start from the moment of inception?
Because they be lying about who the daddy is. Look, I'm not doing this, Mark. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Because they be lying about who the daddy is. They be lying about who the daddy is. Now until they can they verify prior to birth who the daddy is? If they can, I'm all for it. If they can find out day one, the bun is in the oven, and they can find out day one, it belongs to Brad. Hey, Brad, guess what, player?
It's time for you to start doing
It's time for you to start doing this. I'm with that. I'm totally for that. Right. Because there are things that woman needs, that child needs prior to even birth. The doctor's appointments, the everything that comes leading to childbirth.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm just saying, y'all, I'm not pro this law. I'm pro-choice.
You're definitely against it.
I'm definitely against the control, but I'm pro choose wisely.
Okay. Yeah, well, yes.
That's what I'm pro. Choose wisely. Because it don't have to be this. It could be another law that they're going to put in our face and say, hey, this is what we're doing now. That we got to figure out how to govern ourselves because of the law.
Correct.
Why should we have a license to drive? Once upon a time, we really didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And some people who got license still can't drive.
And still can't. See what I'm saying? Like it's a minor comparison. I'm just saying they will always put up a rule or restriction for us to either fall in line for or work around. This has a different atmosphere because it's exclusively affecting women.
That is correct.
And women thought they was running the gauntlet with the rights.
No,
they were running the gauntlet with the rights.
I don't believe that though. I still believe
they were running the gauntlet.
There were a lot of rights set up for women.
Okay, rights that were set up for. But a lot of those happened at the inconvenience of the man.
Right.
Child support.
Yeah.
They created a welfare system that was originally created for women whose husbands were in the military. Okay,
that's correct.
That was the original purpose of the welfare system. They flipped it and they used it for the financially less fortunate.
Yeah.
Which also coincided with this whole child support thing, and they intertwined them.
Yeah.
So, and I'm saying this for personal experience here. So, it may be hate, maybe anger, it may be personal, whatever reasons. They will take your money that is for child support and pay back her taxes on welfare.
Yeah.
So the money that's exclusively for the child doesn't even go to the child no more. It's going to making these payments. Now I'm getting in arrears.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do y'all know that happens? And there's interest. Do y'all know that happens? It happened to me. I'm looking like, well, how am I in arrears when it comes out directly out of my check?
Right.
So what I'm saying is there were a lot of things that were put in place that benefited women at the expense of the men. That's why I call myself a male activist. It ain't got nothing to do with being like the guy that's no longer here. It has something to do with my experiences as a man with the things that I fought for that I was not considered when it came to my child. I would say that.
Okay.
Go ahead, Trey Michaels, comment.
Trey Michaels said, having an abortion is not easy. It is a life-altering choice psychologically and physically too, Trey, definitely. That choice might be the lesser of two evils for many women. That is correct. It might be the lesser of two evils. Yeah, it definitely is psychologically damaging. It also says women do believe that, but also watch the drag that takes place when a woman decides to give a kid to the daddy. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, now I'm going to say that. I know this from personal experience. I've seen this happen. You never really hear about it often, but when you hear about it, it's so shocking to the people. So you could say, yeah, Tyler made a baby and ran off. And people would barely blink because that's what men are expected to do. That's what certain men are expected to do. You knew he wasn't shit when you laid down with him. He ran off. Okay, that's a normal thing. But to hear the other sense, it's a travesty of justice when you hear about a mother who decided to run off and leave her children with the father. I've seen it happen up close.
But this is the ugly thing, right? And this is where I'm going back, because we're kind of like all over the place.
Yeah.
We blame the man when he runs off.
Yeah.
But a woman has a right to say, I don't want the child.
Right.
Once upon a time, a great visionary named David LaChapelle once said, if a woman has a right to kill the baby, the man should at least have the right to abandon it.
Okay, he did say that.
Put it on the scale. You could kill it. We can't say I don't want to. You can say I don't want nothing to do with it, but we can't.
Right.
Now, if you kill it, she was, you know what? She was so strong for making this choice. She was so strong to realize that she could not handle that responsibility. She carries it, and he said, you know what? I can't handle this responsibility. You a fuck boy.
How does it work?
How is he a fuck boy, but she's not? Trey Michael said, we've internalized the bullshit, which is true. I totally agree with that. And the ladies are going off. Once again, ladies,
thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all so much. Once again, this is not Dylan saying that he's right. This is Dylan just giving his sole opinion. This is Markel giving his sole opinion. Once again, the line is open for y'all to call in and give your opinion as well, by the way. Breastfeeding alone, I can't talk about breastfeeding.
We ain't got nothing for that.
We ain't got nothing for that. Yeah, hey, can't beat that one.
That's not a fight.
Yeah.
I applaud single dads for sure. Absolutely. And you know, a lot is not said about this. A lot is not said about this.
Right.
A lot of times kids demonized for being a single father, not being married, believe it or not. They don't say it like that.
Right.
But that's what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of times he's demonized. Somebody who made a baby and went off with responsibility. But you remember when they used to think the fact that you had married a woman means you were the worst. You know you got her in trouble. You remember that?
Shotgun weddings. I actually had a conversation about that this week.
Yeah.
Oh, you gonna marry my daughter? You got her pregnant? What? I was like, yeah, Shawty, I got her pregnant. Pull up and find out what's gonna happen if you trying to make me marry Shawty. You gonna buy it up?
Shit, I agree with you, Darren. Everybody ladies and gentlemen, shut down.
We agree a lot, man.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
It's the upside down.
I mean, okay, it may be a 20%, 20 to 80, but the 20 be a match.
It'd be a good 20.
It'd be a good 20.
I'm trying to let my youngest go with his dad. I'm not about to tell you how that shit went. That's my ass. I'm needless to say, he's still with me, and I'm okay with it. Thank God. So yeah, absolutely. Yep.
That's because dad ain't ready for that wholehearted responsibility. I mean, I admire. I was raised in a single parent household. Okay.
Hey.
My mom, which was yesterday, was her birthday. She would have been 85, 86. That was she would have been 85, 86. You know, Mother Nature Estelle Williams. So I know of the responsibility because it fell in my lap for a brief period. So that's why I say even if you already have a child, you know what you're already going through.
Correct.
So moving forward, you know if you're already having a heavy struggle, why would you continue down that same path? You know, once again, I hear y'all when you're saying this about your rights, but throw all that rights shit away. And every post that I see on Facebook as it relates to us is always about responsibility and being responsible people and making the right choices in life and doing what's best for the people around us and doing what's best we can for ourselves and all this blah. It sounds good for Facebook, but we can't do it in reality. We can't live that world. Come on, man. You know, Trey Michaels once again.
But then ask him to take his son. I just recognized that I was the best one for the job.
Yeah. And there you go. If you were the best one, that's what it is. You were the best one.
Yeah.
You know, and I already know Trey was the best one. I don't even know Buddy. I just know Trey is going to fill that child with a bevy full of knowledge, like a whole well of knowledge.
That's correct.
You know, and she has a caring nature. So I don't know him, but
you do know that.
I do know her.
Yeah. I got pregnant on my first one while I'm on birth control. So laugh my ass off and tell folks to not have sex goes against human nature. Yep, Tyler said that. I ain't gonna say not to do it. Okay.
You say we gotta be smart.
With a vasectomy. And is. Trust and believe it. But yeah, I mean, look, dude, I taught my boys that we both take a little bit of seed. Don't just shoot off that any damn body. But are most men being careful about who they come in? That's
no, we aren't because we're stupid.
Yep.
We're stupid.
We said this.
We lead in with our show saying about the irresponsibility of the things that we learned along the way. I got two sons.
Yeah, I do.
I'm gonna tell you ignorant story with Dylan.
Oh my goodness.
Ain't story time. Ignorant story.
Ignorant story time. Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. First child, Aaron Khalil Williams.
Yes.
Shout out to my older son. He don't talk to me, but you know, God fix that.
Yep.
He came because I thought I couldn't get pregnant, have kids.
Oh wow.
I was with the child's mom for 3 years.
And
shooting up the whole club.
Right.
You know, at 21, 22, you thinking, what's wrong with me? I'm just giving y'all some things
This is real conversation.
This is real conversation. Well, what's wrong with me? Okay, I'm gonna keep on playing on the playground, right?
Right.
Because I know how kids are made.
Correct.
21, 22, 23. Me and her break up when I was 23. After the breakup, she gets pregnant.
Yeah, it always happens. That's what they get. That's what they get. The angels sing down on y'all. Y'all still playing around. Y'all don't want to finish.
Whoa. Y'all can't. Hold.
Why me?
And two God 10. God. So after that comes in second child. I believe the ignorance of the mother saying that I'm on birth control. You don't gotta worry about nothing. Okay, once again, Darlene's ignorant. I see her taking the pills. Okay, I'm good. Shoot up the club again. She got hit. I'm just saying, these things happen. Ignorant dollar story. So yes, men are irresponsible. Sometimes the irresponsible actions because we trust either the other person or we ignorantly don't know. And sometimes we just don't care.
This is true. I mean, well, my mama tell me, you just said F me, right? And I didn't understand that until I grew up. If I tell you to do something, and you decide to do something completely different, so just fuck me, right?
Yeah.
Just fuck what I said, right? I just told you not to do that before you did it. But you did it anyway. So basically, that's what you're saying. At the end of the day, it's night. That's all I got to say. At the end of the day, it's night. It happens all the time. So. But you're right. We should both think, wrapping it up, just talking about it here. I think the best thing to know is that we are responsible for ourselves.
Right.
Legislation should not take any part in it, but we should. What happened to the legislation of the governance of our own bodies and our own selves? At the same time, because we're human and humans are not perfect.
Ashley, your nephew told me the same BS talking about he couldn't have no more kids, want more. Cat need to shut the hell up. That motherfucker already put him out here in the world. Yeah, he told me that story. Like, motherfucker, you already got 2 kids. How you think that you're gonna stop having kids?
Okay, you think there's a limit? You shut out all the kids.
Yeah, he just went dry.
Biology does not work that way. I think at the end of the day, just kind of wrapping up a little bit around it. Us having governments and definitely protecting ourselves and using our ability, our critical thinking ability to deal with our reproductive health.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, does take the government out of it. It does.
Yeah.
But like I said, humans are not perfect. Humans make mistakes. And I don't think everybody should have to pay for their mistakes.
I think this is
I think if there's a way to work it out.
This one ain't about mistakes. This one's about control.
It is definitely about control.
They know what they're doing. They ain't like they say, oops, we chose this.
Right.
They say, we know what we choose. This ain't a mistake. This is in place. And everybody will make a choice based off of what they want.
Correct.
I want my people to have more people. I want my people to eat McDonald's.
We all want. Maybe the kid wants it.
I'm just saying. So we're talking about choices and who determines those choices for us.
Yeah.
I think we determine those choices for us, but we have to work within the system that we fall up under, unfortunately. And this is not just government. I mean, even when we go to work,
True.
It's a system in place.
That's correct.
You got to follow the system.
This is what we wear.
Yeah, you want the break is 30 minutes. You want to take 40. Then when you take a 50-minute break or an hour break, you mad when you get fired. You knew the break was 30 minutes. You knew that. You can't govern my break.
You're right. You are right. But I can also
Yeah.
if you don't follow, because you messing everybody else up.
Right. So, once again, I don't want to compare breaks to body ownership, but I'm saying if when there's a structure in place, unfortunately, ladies, all you can do is work around the system. Yes, I agree. You should be able to do whatever you want with your body. But I also agree more so that you need to make wiser decisions with what you're doing with your body.
We all do. Yeah.
Do we?
We all do.
Do we?
Yes.
Uh,
Yes, we
uh,
Reproductive health is everybody.
you see how these motherfuckers bring about hot girl or something? Oh, they don't care about the body.
They do.
Oh, they do care about the
They
body.
do. They do.
Or do they care about the likes?
They do.
They do.
I mean, you want somebody like the body.
I don't care if nobody like my body.
Obviously.
I like my body.
Okay, right.
I know who do like my body.
Okay. I bet somebody like it. I know somebody that like it.
I mean, maybe she's putting on a facade too.
I mean,
she might vote against my body.
The last $2. But yeah, that's been the hot topic, y'all. That Roe versus Wade thing has been. It's hurtful to believe that your government would do that, but pretty much like Donald said, they've been doing that forever.
All right, we were 3/5. They made us 3/5. They made us slaves. They said that we can't vote. They said that y'all can't vote. It's always been something in place that we can't or can't do that we should have the right to do.
I want to protect the interest of is that wrong?
No. White men are supported by white women. I mean, all you gotta
I'm gonna tell you.
All you gotta do is lie to them. That's just like, you know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Go in a black woman inbox and call her a queen.
Oh my goodness. I give it 2 years.
I won't file for lies.
I give it 2 years.
Give it 2 years.
I give it 2 years before we catch a bunch of Republicans' children, a bunch of people's children sneaking over to states to have these procedures. I guarantee you. I give it 2 years. I give it 2 years before that becomes a big thing.
Oh no, because what's about to happen is we about to rig that shit up like we always do.
What's that?
We get around that system. That's what I'm saying. We get around that system. Somebody gonna pull a hanger. Ashley Larkin is saying that I'm out of control.
You out of control, right on. That's it.
He's wilding. I mean, we are where we are, right?
Yeah.
And I just look at it as, and maybe it's the military mind in me or my own upbringing of saying, hey, you ain't got time to complain.
Okay.
Yo,
got to make it happen.
You got to go fix whatever's in your way. Like I once again, can't compare the body thing, but shit get put in front of us every day.
True.
They did this. They doing that to us. They doing this to us. They doing this to him. They doing this to her. They doing this to them. They doing this to them. Some people make provisions. Some people figure out a way to get what they want. Oh, this is what you're doing to us? Well, this is what we're going to do to y'all.
Right. Or this is how we're going to move around.
This is how we're going to move around that. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Ladies, that's what you live for. Figure out how to move around because they're going to do what they're going to do. And it ain't going to stop tomorrow. It ain't going to stop.
Right.
So stop expecting Clarence Thomas to be the guy to save y'all. Motherfucker
I bet you this. I'm going to tell you what I heard. Samuel L. Jackson trolled him and said, I bet you he won't overturn London versus West Virginia. London versus Virginia.
Okay.
I need y'all to look that up because that's a good one. That decision is what gave the right to interracial marriage. And if y'all know about Clarence Thomas, his wife is not African American. She cannot be referred to as one of the brown people.
Oh man. So before we get out of here, we're running into Jamaica Review Overtime. We're gonna close that segment out.
We start using the N word now. Okay, wait a minute.
No, we can't.
Oh, okay, my bad. You said overtime. Oh, okay.
Once again, going into current news. This is an article that just has come up. Shout out to our guys from Pimp Talk, Pimp and Slim. We gotta put this advertisement out the damn way because I didn't ask for none of this.
Right.
larger pets.
Anyways, let me just go ahead and so but a shooting has happened in Akron, and man, what the hell? I don't want to see none of this. No, definitely don't want to talk to them right now.
Okay.
So, long story short, a young man, another brother, has fallen victim to a barrage of bullets by our great law enforcement here in this country that we expect so much out of it pertains to us. No. Let me backtrack. And I hate the fact that all of this stuff is streaming so slow. Excuse me, and the choppiness that we have going on once again. I want to point this out. While we expect so much for those people, this one's going to be interesting right here. Because I want you to read this article right here, Mark. Yeah, if you ain't heard this one, I'm just going to pull it up. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Mm-hmm.
All right. Texas education officials are considering a change in the way slavery is taught to second graders, replacing the word slavery with involuntary relocation in state standards. To say I'm a man on fire
Hey, understatement.
Understatement, sir. The Texas Education Agency, really, that's what they call it? The T, This is responsible for setting curriculums and statewide student assessment testing as multiple work groups, quote unquote, that drive curriculums for each subject and grade.
And hold up. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. When the agency presented the idea to use involuntary relocation as a recent State Board of Education meeting, board member Aisha Davis said that she was okay. She was not okay with that at all. Davis shared a clip from the meeting on Facebook. Do we want to share this clip?
Maybe.
Shout out to the upper room. We on y'all ass too.
Groups aren't scheduled to meet till after our August 1st meeting, so
I
that
don't
would be a
even know
good
if I
point
got the
to
audio
have that
on it,
robust
but,
discussion around the error of the time frame.
There we go.
Do we have any other, Ms. Davis?
Yes, I wanna look at grade 2. The phrase involuntary relocation is used when we're talking about the slave trade. And involuntary relocation, like when my seat moves, I don't volunteer for that. It's just kind of the same. So I don't know if that's a fair representation of what we should be saying about that journey. And I'm just curious to know.
Does that concern, I think, kind of get covered by the concerns that Ms. Little and I brought up?
Yeah, I think, so I think there was a lot of discussion, Ms. Davis, with that group about some of the ideas that they wanted to bring in, and then the best way to approach that in terms of the language. And so I think there was some conversation around, thinking about what would make sense to second graders, while also recognizing that there are certain ideas that the work group members felt strongly needed to be addressed throughout kindergarten through 8th grade. So I think that there's going to be more work done on that, and we can certainly share with them that comment about like what is the best way to address something. But they were looking at some trade books that exist and kind of talking about like how would you explain to second graders that like a lot of people got to this country in very different ways and for very different reasons, some of which were voluntary and some were not. Like I think just trying to figure out
some people were voluntary slaves, bro.
The best way to address that was what they were struggling with, but those were some of the ideas that they wanted to put forth so that you would understand what they were trying to present there.
Thank you.
Oh man.
Any other?
Mark L. To that you say what?
I'd be damned. I'd be damned. Involuntary relocation to second grade.
Colecast is asking, do we want to buy followers? No, we don't. Colecast. But you could donate to Yale Radiocast and RTV. But what you got, boy?
Involuntary. I don't even know a second grader that can say involuntary. I think that's easier to teach them.
You know what this is about? This is about the wholehearted underlying statement that what they did, they not all of them, the days hate actually having to address their history and what they did. Right?
Correct.
It's no way to make it nice. And the thing is, we have masked it, they have masked it as this is what happened, we're good now.
Right.
What has been shown is we're not good now.
No.
And that is still a bit prevalent.
Right.
And the days, are the ones who are still controlling this narrative, i.e. the recent topic, abortion.
Right.
And it's ugly when you talk about what has gone on and you can no longer say it's no longer a thing.
Right.
Or it was just a small moment.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, but the days.
Involuntary relocation.
Mm-hmm.
That is just
that's boy, you gotta give them credit, bro.
That is clever.
You gotta give them credit.
They didn't tell me they had an option. So, hey, would you like to go? No, we don't want to go. Tell you what, we're gonna take you anyway. Let's go. That's what happened.
That's what happened.
That sounds like slavery.
Right. Right.
I'll be there. That's all I got for that. I'll be damned. That's what we doing.
That's exactly what we do.
So in the effort to avoid critical race theory, which is really like the funny part about it is y'all fighting against it just because it's a discussion. And nobody has really actually said, okay, we can stop this critical race theory. I haven't heard nobody say have you heard that?
I mean, I've heard that
I've heard that they legislated against it, but it hasn't been brought up.
I've heard some places say that they were going to put it in place. I mean, shoot, doesn't mean it actually.
They're just going to erase a whole. You know what? I think I should call down there.
Shout out to the upper room.
I think you got a record. I mean, I think they should. I think I should call them and go. Listen, these student loans that I was paying, it was involuntary payments made on my behalf. I didn't say you had to give me a loan. I did ask for one, though. But now I've decided I don't want it, so it's involuntary. I think they should wipe it. What you think?
Shout out to the upper room. You know, let me look. This is the ugly side of dialing. Right?
Oh my Lord, have mercy. Is there an ugly side? You want to say there was no ugly side? Now we literally see the drunk.
I mean, it's not even about me liking it, but
yeah,
when somebody actually plans to put something in place and it happens, bro.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, people suffer.
That's true.
But they know they can do it.
Because who's gonna stop me, bro?
Because who's gonna stop me, bro?
Me, bro?
Don't we respect people in the streets that do that shit? Now, I'm not saying I respect them none at all for whatsoever, none whatsoever.
For what they did,
what they're trying to do. What I'm saying is, shit. I don't hate the fact that they're doing it because as long as we continue to fall for this shit, they're doing what they're supposed to do,
which is what they want to do.
Which is what they want to do.
Right.
We're here sitting around talking about what they're doing, complaining about it. Yeah, and I'm gonna go back every fucking show and say, this is our fault because we let them do it. This is our fault because we let them get away with it. This is our fault because we're not putting our own stuff around over here to actually deter their desire to do that. Like for them to actually be able to sit down and say, you know what, we're going to do them because what they're going to do about it. Somebody, at this point, we should be able to sit in a room, just like a certain community, and say, you know what, I don't like the way this certain community, whoa, we ain't going to touch them. You see how they address that? I admire that. That's power that you can't even mention a group of people without a whole circle of people saying, no, we ain't touching them over there.
That's gonna be a problem.
That's gonna be a problem. When are we gonna start becoming a goddamn problem? That's all I'm saying. We need to become a goddamn problem. You know how we become a problem? I say this every show. Stop putting money over there. Stop putting money into this campaign. Stop putting money into this campaign. Stop putting money into this business. Stop putting money into a whole bunch of systems. That
Stop putting money into anything that does not serve our personal interest, which is how they move.
right.
That's very true.
Right.
All right, what we got left on the screen, man?
That is it. So shout out to everybody for tuning in to the Mayor Review today. We had some more stuff going on. Once again, the shooting. I know we're running long, but that's what we do. Mayor Review overtime. You know, I think women like a long leg.
Hey, look, ain't nothing wrong with a little extra leg.
So what you got signing off for today, Bart?
Hey man, all I'm gonna say is basically from the bottom of my heart, I think y'all need to take the time to find in this little season and get them $5 hot ready pieces where you're gonna feed your kids. You're gonna feed your kids, and you know they got other siblings. You only get the $5 hot ready pizza. Call me, and I'm gonna ask $5 for the money, and he'll shoot it to me, and I go be part of it. You go with the other 50 cents or 250 or whatever it is, and then look, feed them kids, man. I'm gonna say feed them kids. Secondly, I'm gonna say yes, we should all take responsibility for our reproductive health. That way, the government is not involved in our business. I still think it's fucked up that the government can legislate that, but at the same time, just like my colleague said, we are responsible. We can be responsible for our reproductive health. So we are either our greatest ally or our own worst enemy.
We're our own worst enemy.
We can be both. We have a choice. See how I wrapped that around? Look, I did it. I brought that around full circle. You know, what they call that? What they call that? Full circle. The full circle. So we are a victim or a beneficiary of our choices either way. I think that we should make the best possible choices for ourselves so that nobody can tell us what to do. I agree 100% with that. So with that said, this is Mark L. signing off. One of the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, Brother Caroline. What you got for Lord besides fuck the kids? Uh-oh. You got red solo cup coffee going on.
So, as always, this show is based around the opinions of men versus women.
Well, it's actually
Markel said that I did.
I mean,
well, because I told you our number one supporters and viewers have been women.
Absolutely.
That's why I tread a little lightly these days when it comes to the. Don't.
No.
He's still here.
Okay,
he's still here. He realized that everybody else is soft.
Everybody else is soft.
He's still here.
It's something in water bed.
I have not given my wholehearted opinion, but I gave it with a PR spin. That's on you to govern your situation, govern your body. Yes, it's wrong for the government to tell somebody what they can do with their body. Whatever. Take body out the equation. You love when the government tells somebody else what they can and can't do. Yours just happened to be your body this week. So if we're going to say, don't do this because it affects me, we need to focus on telling the government what else not to do when it affects somebody else. So you love it when you're the beneficiary of what people can and can't do. That's my wholehearted opinion on that. And men don't got to care about your kids. Them little motherfuckers do not look like me, and they did not come from my balls. I don't care about. I can't say I don't care about the kids. I care about the kids.
You don't want that bad to happen.
I'm not obligated to them little bastards.
That part.
And you cannot make me obligated. Yes, it does take a village to raise a child. Yes, it does take community to take care of and make sure the next generation of us are thriving. But maybe how you view things of some type of entitlement of what I'm supposed to be for you is a little skewed. Maybe you need to take accountability for your own actions instead of if you could not have taken care of, shouldn't have had 6 other kids. And both of these topics tie in. If you can't take care of the kids, don't have them. That's all I got to say.
All right, y'all. Well, that's it. That's the show. Thanks for tuning in again today to the Mail Review. Kicking it on this wonderful Saturday before the 4th of July.
Whatever.
Have fun out there. Be safe. Y'all remember the judge don't come in till Tuesday. Okay.
Ooh, that's a long weekend.
The judge don't come in till Tuesday. So be responsible. Make some right choices. Make some good choices. See how that did? See how it came around again? Make some good choices. And all will be well. Hey, thank y'all so much again for tuning in with us. We love y'all. All you viewers on the stream, Trey Michael, Ashley Larkin, everybody who tuned in and kicking with us today, thank you so much again for your time. Definitely also gotta remember the links.
Shout out Miss Shirley and Connecting the Links.
Shout out to Miss Shirley and Connecting the Links again. This is the Mail Review. Signing off for this Saturday, as always, on Yale Radiocast.
You know what it is. Y'all like when men give you the business, so get the business.
Get the business. Y'all take it easy.
Yale Radio Cast.